man will get to know say this is the Rastafari and have in this school.
Yes.
You have a special day opening in the school that will be publishing in the World Shashamanne. Yes, sir. You don't just take it also well, you take up one and children and coming in and going out. You know? They are trying to accomplish tabernacle, furnish it, and then you have a special day opening.
Yes.
And from that school opening, you have that go ahead.
Nothing much to say, because when you touch this school, it was my point to touch, because in order to get the tabernacle started, I had mentioned that to one of the officials, so we have it in our mind that if we get around to it, we would like to have it, make it their school. So when you touch that point, it's mere touch. And again, in having more than the children on the land coming, I think we have to charge a fee, because nothing is here for free. And if you don't take any money, too much children is going to come. The news is going to spread that the Jamaican have a free school, and this tabernacle is not going to hold them. For us it is English. So there must be a fee. Who's going to pay the teacher? Let the children who is coming, the parents pay a fee that it can help to pay the teachers. We can't give them more free here.
Rastafari. Majesty works. You will put on an extraordinary fee upon them.
No extraordinary above that.
That's so that the people may look at the balance of that these opportunity, them nobody nowhere. And the rest of them come in and say, and like that. That is the part that we have to uplift on ourselves.
That is right, but we have to charge a fee.
If you come on your burden then, yes, and they will find it here. Don't touch them. See, you come to don't touch them and all. Don't walk away. That makes them burden life. That's a most I say, but you remember.
Who is going to pay the teacher? Nowhere here, if you have a child and you decide to live here, you have to pay.
What I'm saying is that the eyes them want the youth them to pay to come into the opening all not just Ethiopian children, but Ethiopian children. So that means that money is being, a thing, they have money as for them to come in here, so it's a payment for them to pay to come in. I tabernacle. Money shouldn't come in.
I don't know.
For the service that they get.
The service that they
get. Service for them to come in at the tabernacle.
Well, it should be too filled.
It will have to be a separate.
Okay, see what the eyes
you can't have payment coming in at the time. The pay to come in at tabernacle.
True son, sis.
I have to come to that, but
it would be administration from outside. The offices would be set up in the tabernacle.
No. That's only I work.
Well, the school can't keep me the tabernacle then. Anyway, I keep school payment have to go on. And teachers have to pay pencils and books and something that
I would
with.
I think until I follow the fullness of this gathering, because even in the first half, I see where there is a lot of things to tackle. There's a lot to reach now, so it will take a time, and I tell you I have no.
All right, then. Give thanks to your presence. That's quality.
I pray thee. Could you that you give a word of what symbol your thinking yourself that you tackle?
My good elderly brother, I think I made myself quite clear.
Yeah, but you like to know your root, you like to know your root of your symbol, what you see otherwise could be tackled before that.
Well, first of all, you see, we have to have the fullness of how we are going to bring in these members to stay in here. See, that is the first thing to tackle.
That's what symbol your thinking yourself that you tackle.
My good elderly brother, I think I made myself quite clear.
Yeah, but you like to know your root, you like to know your root of your symbol, what you see otherwise could be tackled before that.
Well, first of all, you see, we have to have fullness of how we are going to bring in these members to stay in here. See, that is the first thing to tackle. Because we don't want one-on-one to come, and when they come, there is a problem. And right now, it needs that governmentally. So with all of what we are going to set up, if we are not coming off the governmental level, then we don't start as it. So, I pray thee, I'm not going in to the reasoning no further, because I'm leaving. But I said, I think the daughters, because the brothers have their plan set. And as I remember, first of all, I am a member of the EWF and the OC, the Ethiopian Orthodox Church. Okay? I see where it is necessary on this land for a group of sisters to really unite, organize and unite ourselves together to bring forward some progress. Because up till now, under the reign of brethren, this land been given for how much years? And nothing has been done up till now on this land. And women never have the upfront with it. So I think it's time now that we sisters really set ourselves up to recognize by government as a body of sisters from out, represent His Imperial Majesty, to set forward some tangible program. And it's not going to take a 5-minute reasoning for that. You know? Yes, because there are the organization inside here, and women come and set up women, and they are doing things for Ethiopia. What are we doing? Just talking? No, I don't mean the talking. Talk. Two things I came back here for: unity and development. And I'm ready to put in that.
That's what all of our nights
This is a new side. This is a new beginning. This one, this is Naya Bingi, it's a new beginning. If the people are here for 20 odd years and do nothing, Naya Bingi come to show something now. And this is our presentation that we're giving to Shashamanne, to maintain our people. At school, I bind part of worship His Majesty, which is an intellectual portion, and upon that, basically trade shop, in opening that onto the youth. And by that, the people will get to the assembly guy, the people will say something effective. No, it doesn't speak about government. Or that, you know, what type of government is that?
Ethiopian government. You just all those programs that you are putting forward. You just can't go it just alone like that. You have to have plans within the government
So you are within the, away from the appearance of His Majesty now. I mean, you have not seen him in the land as time far as gone. Who you have now governed here as some governor or somebody responsible that govern the land? Who you have?
My brother, my elder brother, you who stand up to represent this house, the Bingi house, I think you should have that knowledge. You see, when His Majesty wasn't forward, physically, because he's still here, he has a government set up. He has a government set up. And whatsoever program you come from outside and come in here, you just don't go and just build here and build here and build here. You contact government. So it's just like that now.
Who responsible
That's why I said in your portfolio, you come here, you should have known. Who is the government now for Ethiopia? Who is representing this province?
Don't tell us I should have known. Give me my hands. Who are the government portion that governing the country?
We haven't yet decided on the program yet. We're just discussing it now. So when we put the program together, we can then take it to the necessary governing bodies. But first we need people like the I first, to give us some guidance.
And strength.
Like when we put it forward, and we put it down on paper, we can bring it forward to the elders who's here and say, well, this is the plans that we've come up with. What the item think. You see, but in saying that we don't know those things as yet. We don't reach that far.
Yeah, I think you reached too far because I hear you talking about school and
Yes,
it's like it will
it's in
start
the planning
right
stage.
off the end.
No, this is just not important. To educate the people is the first step.
Yes,
Edify a
in the
nation.
proper way. You start off in the proper way. If you even start with one kid, you're supposed to start in the proper way.
But
If it's even one person.
we have to first plan it on paper first, and then we bring it forward, right? Then we come to the conclusion, and then we bring it to the government once we have a set plan. But so far, this meeting here is to discuss what we're going to do and how we're going to bring it forward. But we don't reach governmental steps.
Oh, so you're not going to start no
Well,
schooling
we can't
yet?
start straight away because the tabernacle is not
No,
finished.
you see, because I hear pain and what have you and
I pray this, I'm a sister.
when you set up a program,
Sister, one next song I would like to.
I
pray that I wasn't listening attentively.
of course I was. Of course I was. Of course I was. The eagerness to start something is like it would start tomorrow morning. But you have to start it on a foundation.
So the foundation
first.
is our divine majesty. That's our foundation. No other foundation in the world.
Yes. So,
And our basic foundation depending on for the wisdom to the knowledge and understanding from His Majesty to guide us. By His power and His inspiration, God the Almighty will inspire us what to do. But we are collective people.
okay. So my goodly elders, you could ask me the question you asked me.
Yes,
Because
sure too.
His Majesty will inspire
I'd
you.
like to know the body of government that is here.
Well, I think
Well, I can answer that for you,
Yeah.
the body of government.
Yeah.
In Addis, you have Malizenawi,
Well,
Malizenawi, which is a Tigray. He's from Tigray. Not from Asmara, from Tigray. And you have a president which belongs to the Oromo tribe. He is the president. First it was Malizenawi, but then they started, the president, his people, them started bomb and Tigray business places and what have you. So to keep the peace, he turned over this, he's a doctor, but he's from the Oromo tribe, these people here, but not born in this province. So he's the president. Malizenawi is the prime minister. Yeah? And then he has a second prime minister, deputy prime minister, and also that minister belongs to the army too. He has one or two Tigray watchmen. That is, if the Oromo has so many people, they elect election like out here and elect people to represent them in parliament. You see? And so whatever they need, the people tell it to them.
he's the church. You might say church. We are the worship of the church.
worship of the church.
Yeah.
And put it this way again. You represent the head of the worshiping of the church.
We have in the
You are
church.
what? A high priest or what?
Listen the root of what we are. Listen the root of salvation.
No, I want
I
to
pray
tell
you,
you
man. Just
what
just
you
look.
have, what you is representing.
Listen to the root of
So-
salvation.
No, brother, please, I have to. But I wanted you to tell me what is your position?
I
What
pray
is your
thee.
heart?
Listen the root of salvation, my friend. Now, in the church, we have elder one. Elder, that became ministers, that ministers. We have elder, you call it elders. First priority, give to the elders of His Majesty. Secondly, we have a long time journey of a man who carries that outstanding and fully equipping of the wise mind, because what people is patriot. So with that one call her a patriot or one call her elder, that suits you. Anyone.
I don't understand your order because
Yeah, you
His
see,
Majesty order.
that is the order.
His
That is
Majesty
the order.
order that He gave
That
to
is the
me,
order of righteousness.
which is the Ethiopian Orthodox Church. I know which one to show to tell you that that is the patriarch and that is the priest in charge of that. But you won't tell me what it is. You see, I follow His Majesty's footsteps. His Majesty is the founder of the Ethiopian Orthodox Church. And that's the church I belong to. So I know how my church runs. I don't know.
Okay, what I want to say is the Orthodox Church doesn't belong to Ethiopia.
Why it belongs
It's
to
Greek church, the Greek people church.
my brother? So
I
why
tell you, I wouldn't
me?
want
My pretty, but the reason look like it's strength from what you
to
come down
but listen,
You know?
yeah, I'm going to show you, I want to show you the root of Iron.
It's stretching
Oh, I think I'm going to do some
Yeah.
prep tour that
I want to show you, I want to show you activity. Yeah? But what I'm saying,
Sometimes I just listen to the reason.
the ministers and elders of the church of His Majesty.
illegally.
And if someone like
No.
I don't know this. So sisters and brothers, bye.
Abe,
Maybe tomorrow evening.
okay.
And then you carry your program to your
She kind of jump the gun a bit. Yeah, she feel like she's an immediate thing. But it's the thing when she say I was starting.
She feel like say, first of all, you're doing anything, you're supposed to report to the Orthodox here. That is the analysis.
Or the EWF, which
Yeah. That is the analysis.
Sure.
Yeah.
But the thing is also, where she said like, over the years, women don't get no kind of upfront in nothing. This is a beginning. Now being is like the last one set foot from Shashamanne land to set a foundation. Start set a thing and have the data them now. She should have glad say someone have come to lift up the data. She didn't have to pick up the
But
one
there is
vibe.
no data here belonging to EWF because I am the only one that's connected to Pioneer Settlers EWF or EWF Pioneer Settlers Corps. I am the only one. There's my two girls. That's when she died. Leave me and Anne-Marie. There will be don't see them like them is not people. You see. So what I do always is get a letter right and carry it to here. And the boy tell me that, Mama Bob, no problem. He said no problem to get the tabernacle started. Why? We don't want to start it and then they come down with them spear and say, well, this have to pull down. So I go the governmental way, starting from local government. This is local government. As much as them look like that. They have authorities too, you know? And I start here. And then I go to the town. Papa was unable to go, so I take the thread. And I went out there to the municipality. And then I showed it to the governor. And he said, when he read it, he said, well, it's not for him. Because he's responsible for the land, for the municipality, Katama, which is the town land. This is the country land. And then he sent me to the Reverend people and I went to them and they said, well, since you're in your compound, you are free to do what you want to do. Also know that and next day I get another call in for 2-3 weeks. Come back to the municipality, call David's mother for me. This same boy, I have to call him boy because I'm growing on my aunt. The same one went out there now and tell the bigger boss in the municipality that we are building on their farmland. So they called me back. You see, and when I went out there, a teacher is there who helped me all the way. Him said, the man called me and said, no, they are building in their compound. And a matter of fact, the whole of the land is theirs. But through them come and take it away from us. You see? And so they told him, if you ever touch David's mother, you'll be going to the prison. And from that him don't trouble me and meet me and him talk, the one who come here so this morning.
Yes.
Ourselves, you know,
Yes, in the meantime.
Gradually for the few people who might be closely associated with Rasta children now who are coming. Yeah, you know, and to the wider public are coming now. You know?
And still while that is being on and the implementation of the equipment can still forward.
Yes.
Material
We have luggage to bring in things, you know, typewriters, computers, whatever the things we don't need to At this moment, we could do the telephone.
Even more easier than when you try a governmental approach in a Babylon. You understand? You know? So once once we even set certain works in certain footings, like for example, the fact that we are here now, you know, opportunities are open us to say incorporate this in the, what do you call it, the church at, what do you call it, RRC, recreation, regional, no, it's like an NGO for religious bodies then.
It is
Council of Churches.
Yeah? Yes, whereby it automatically therefore gives you rights. You understand? Once you acknowledge an official church, you get rights, land, program,
And what?
yeah,
Development.
tax-free things to bring in equipment to develop your program. You understand? Them channels are here, but it's once we're there now. You understand? You then proceed to them things, and they're not no difficult, complicated things where anybody can hold on and have monopoly on.
True. And
Neither,
I thought when
you know?
I came in 92, we went to meet one of His Majesty's Chief General, now living down here in Kotobe. And coming over here, even since at that time and checking in, one of the things we keep pointing out that when I and I come together, we must come collectively. We say no, so one and that. We say, you know, best when we come together collectively, we have more of a voice, and the people that will be more listened to will listen, and to, you know, to hear us, and to, you know, get things done, you know.
I think this referred up the reason where the brethren said that this is the first time Nyabingi is building any project here within all the 30 years which one has been here. So there has been no kind of hierarchical government to govern the people.
Yeah.
So the church, this is the foundation of the church. We really set that ordinance straight, you know. So yeah, the completion of the tabernacle is an important thing, because from there so we can trod on to other things, as you know, they are the reason right now.
I create the technicality in these things. No, if we continue to say century no part of no policy put into His Majesty. The century is not a part of His Majesty's policy.
People hear the word century, they get frightened and afraid.
I'm not frightened.
No, I'm not speaking to that personally.
The century don't stand no part of His
I'm not speaking to
Majesty's
that,
policy.
beloved. I'm not speaking directly personally to that. The committee, the centenary committee come about. Because we're not talking about centenary committee, I'm talking about a group of people. I'm not even talking about name, because name don't mean nothing. Effectively, the committee was set up with groups of individuals and members of organizations. It calls for representation from